Welcome to Second World War Files.
Imagine a world where loved ones are thousands of miles away, facing unimaginable challenges, and news from home is weeks or even months delayed. The longing for a familiar voice, a shared laugh, or simply a sign that life continues back home could be overwhelming. How do you bridge that immense distance, especially during a global conflict that tested the very fabric of society? During World War II, radio played an absolutely vital and multifaceted role in connecting soldiers to their home fronts, serving as a critical emotional and informational lifeline. It was for more than just a source of news or entertainment. For millions, radio was a direct link to the people and places they held dearest, a powerful force against the isolation of war. The necessity for radio's unique capabilities stemmed from the profound emotional and physical chasm created by the war. Soldiers found themselves in unfamiliar, often terrifying environments, experiencing extreme isolation from civilian life. Meanwhile, families back home grappled with intense anxiety, constantly wondering about the safety and well-being of their service members. Other communication methods of the era, primarily letters, were inherently slow and subject to strict censorship. A letter could take weeks or even months to reach its destination, often arriving with portions blacked out, offering little immediate comfort or up-to-date information. Radio, however, offered an unparalleled sense of immediacy and a unique opportunity for a shared experience, even across vast oceans. Governments, understanding that high morale was essential for fighting efficiency, actively promoted and facilitated radio broadcasts designed specifically for their troops and for the home front. This strategic deployment of the airwaves aimed to combat homesickness, loneliness, and the psychological toll of prolonged separation. So, how did this connection actually work? Radio facilitated connection in several key ways. Personal messages, often submitted by family members, were sometimes read aloud on dedicated programs. Imagine a wife or mother recording a message that would then be broadcast, providing a direct, audible link to a soldier listening thousands of miles away. News from home was carefully curated and presented to both troops and civilians, creating a shared narrative. Soldiers often gathered around a communal radio receiver, whether in a recreation tent at a military base, a makeshift setup in the field, or even listening through headphones if conditions allowed. At the same time, families eagerly tuned in to programs, hoping to hear news from the front or perhaps even a mention of their loved one, fostering a collective experience of support and shared anticipation. One fascinating example of radio's unique role was the United States Armed Forces Radio Service, or a FRS. Programs like Mail Call became incredibly popular, specifically designed to deliver messages, music, and news directly to troops. These broadcasts were meticulously planned to feel like a warm, familiar voice from home, often featuring popular entertainers of the time. The psychological impact of hearing these voices and knowing that the home front was thinking of them cannot be overstated. It was a powerful antidote to the brutal realities of combat and the gnawing feeling of being forgotten. Radio thus served not only as a personal connection tool but also as a form of auditory propaganda, subtly reinforcing national unity and purpose by constantly reminding soldiers what they were fighting for. In essence, radio in World War II was not merely a medium for information or entertainment. It functioned as a profound psychological bridge, a powerful human connection that transcended physical distances and the immense challenges of war. By offering a direct, immediate, and shared link to the home front, radio helped sustain the human spirit, combat isolation, and maintain the vital bond between the fighting forces and the nation they served. It truly was an unsung hero in the story of morale and resilience during one of history's most demanding periods.
If history fascinates you, like, subscribe, and explore more with us.